Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. If you feel so inclined and you get just a second, please hit that subscribe button down below and also hit the bell notification beside it. The subscription button will help me out. It'll show your interest in EDC content, my knife content. It'll hopefully help my videos get seen by other people. And it is just a great way to involve yourself with the channel, be notified when I upload new videos, go live, yada yada yada, make community posts. Anyway, I will not waste any more time because I want to talk about this cool little handcrafted knife that comes from a company called Baltic Blades. I don't know if you can see that maker's mark there. It's the only marking on this little ultra lightweight EDC knife. This is the brainchild of a gentleman by the name of Paulius. He lives in Lithuania and he makes these little knives in his shop. He's also made some kitchen knives. He's made some full-size fixed blades. But his goal in this knife was, if you read his bio, and I'll link his website in the description, but his goal was to come up with an EDC knife that really took the place of a fixed blade the way that he typically uses it, opening boxes and cutting, I think he's called it duct tape. But basically making your small cuts, not processing cardboard, just using it, having quick accessibility to it. And I think he's absolutely created that knife. This knife is very, very thin. It is crafted out of ABEL steel, I believe. If you look at the way, and we'll get some measurements and some size comparisons, but if you look at the way this knife fits in my hand, I can get a full 4-finger grip on the knife. This lanyard, which I'm not a huge lanyard guy. I love lanyard guys, but I don't necessarily put lanyards on my knives. But this knife is skeletonized and designed for weight reduction, for ultra portability, and for being as small and usable as possible. So what Paulius did was he weaves this paracord in to give you more of a handle and more of a grip, and ends with this ball knot at the end, which gives me a true 4-finger grip on this knife. You'll notice that the handle itself is really smooth, machined, ABEL. It's very comfortable in the hand. You've got this natural choil here, and I can, with this forward little poon, you can lock into this knife, as small as it is, to do really anything you would possibly need to do. With, in my case, it's pulling it off my belt, using it to open packages, using it to make any detail cuts, using it if I'm feeding tape out and I need to cut it. Let's just grab a piece of coupon paper. Even though we wouldn't slice with this knife normally, it will slice very well. It's a very thin behind the edge knife. But where it really shines is when you're going in there to open those packages, to make those little piercing cuts, or heaven forbid you have to make a piercing cut for self-defense. But again, this little knife, I don't have a scale, but I can assure you it weighs next to nothing. You don't even feel it. It comes with this great little Kydex sheath. I've currently got it mounted with one of my little belt clips. I often will remove this belt clip. I've got a small ulti clip that fits right on this if I want to lock it in my pocket. If I'm using it on a Saturday where I'm using it around the house, I might have no belt clip or no ulti clip on it and just drop it in my back pocket. It's a very solid, very durable little knife, and it's just a knife that when they come on sale, again, I have no affiliation with Baltic Blades. This knife was actually gifted to me from Lefty EDC because he knew I was into small fixed blades. I've had this knife now for the better part of 4 or 5 months, used it on several occasions, and can really say that it is a great little user for the urban EDC environment that I personally exist in. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons so you guys can get an idea of how small the Baltic Blades EDC Angis is. That's the Benchmade Bug Out, the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This is the Hummingbird. And the Chickadee. So as you guys can see, it's right around the exact same size, a little bit shorter than both the Chickadee. If I take it back to where the knot's not, you can see it's about a ½ inch shorter than the Chickadee and the Hummingbird. To give you all a couple of more quick size comparisons, then I'll measure it for you and let you on your way. This is the small Bradford Guardian 3 Rex 45. And then this is my little J-Cal small chisel grind. Much smaller than both of those knives. This is it next to the Little Squall Luck knives, smaller than the Little Squall. Now, if we take our Ben Peterson Navco ruler and we measure from the end of the paracord or the end of the knot, it's a 5-inch knife. If we were to take the paracord off or measure from where the knife starts, it's a 4.5-inch knife. The cutting edge is 1 1/8. Oh, excuse me. The cutting edge is 1 3/4 inches. The blade length's 1 3/4 inches. And the handle is 3 inches from the metal, 3.5 inches from the paracord that does really lock your hand in. If you were to take that off because you wanted it to sit more flat, you know, your pinky would basically wrap over there. But the other thing I thought was an interesting tidbit when I was reading about this knife, the Angis, because when I think of Angis, and I'm probably not pronouncing it right, it's probably Angis or some Lithuanian pronunciation of what I would consider Angis. It is named after the only venomous snake in Lithuania. I found that really cool. I need to go to the Googles and pull that up because the cutting edge and this design of this blade was inspired by the fangs on the Angis. So again, or the Angis. This is the Baltic Blades Angis, however I pronounce that, ANGIS, EDC ultra lightweight pocket carry. I won't say scalpel because the blade is so much taller. It's a long or a tall flat grind with a nice swedge here at the top of the blade. It's done very well. Again, a package opening, letter opening, duct tape cutting, and heaven forbid, emergency detractor. So, guys, I appreciate the time that you spent with me. It comes with this little Kydex sheath. You got great retention. It does have a little bit of rattle, but that's to be expected, but it's not coming out of that sheath. I really dig it. I don't know or even notice it when I have it on. Guys, I want to ask you again to please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon. By hitting the bell notification icon and maybe watching a couple of seconds of one of my videos, it tells YouTube you're not a bot. It helps other people possibly get exposed to my videos when I release them, And, the overall goal is to bring people into the community. I'd love to have them join my channel so that they can join my live streams and get my opinions along with everybody else's opinions, right? Guys, most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate over hate. I love you all. Peace.